Welcome to my humble abode, your go-to channel for skincare. I'm not a professional and I don't claim to be one. I'm just a girl who is crazy over skincare. So in today's video, I am going to help you decide if the Dermopal is worth your Mandelas. Girl, this sunscreen is trending on Instagram. I sure wish I was her, for sure. And of course, with her trending, I have got numerous requests from you asking me if she is the girl that she thinks she is. As always, first we're going to dig into the formulation and then I'm going to try it on and then give you my overall thoughts from a formulation as well as an experience point of view. The first sunscreen filter we're seeing here is Octanoxate. This is an old school chemical sunscreen filter and it gives you UVB protection. However, it is not very photo stable, and what that means is that it degrades and loses its effectiveness quite quickly when exposed to sunlight. Then there's Oxybenzone, another chemical sunscreen filter that is a weak UV absorber and gives you short rays UVA protection. So it doesn't really give you very strong UVA protection basically. This filter is very photo stable, however, so it will give assistance in the formulation to the Octanoxate, which is not very photo stable. Oxybenzone is usually included because it helps with the stability of other sunscreens, not necessarily to provide UV protection. Oxybenzone has controversy around it, and it is currently undergoing further safety testing in the US under the FDA. The testing is to gain better understanding of the systematic absorption when small amounts enter the body via topical use. This doesn't necessarily mean that your health is at risk, rather that tests are being done to confirm that your health is not at risk. If this does cause concerns for you, rather opt for sunscreens that do not contain Oxybenzone. The next sunscreen filter that we're seeing here is Ava Benzone. This is a well-known global sunscreen chemical filter that gives you good UVA protection. It, however, is not very photostable, and that is where the Oxybenzone comes in to help with the stability of the Octanoxate as well as the Ava Benzone. The next sunscreen filter we're seeing is Enzokine. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know, on this channel we butcher skincare ingredients pronunciation, but I'm going to explain it to you so that we're on the same page. This sunscreen filter gives you UVB protection, but it doesn't have great stability. Also controversy on this ingredient regarding concerns that this ingredient is also absorbed into the body. For this reason, it is not approved in the US and in Japan. However, in Australia and in Europe, this is approved up to 4%. Of course, on the ingredient list, we are not told the percentages of these sunscreen filters. And of course, there are other ingredients to aid these sunscreen filters. You've got humectants like propylene glycol, you've got glycerin in here. These are going to give you hydration. There are some emollient ingredients in here as well, like cetyl alcohol. This is a fatty alcohol and it isn't the alcohol that we're told to avoid. It isn't the drying alcohol, it's a non-drying alcohol. Then there's some surfactants with emulsifying ingredients, your preservatives through parabens. So that is Dermopal from a formulation point of view. Let's try it on and then I will give you my final thoughts. She comes out quite nicely. As always, I don't have any foundation on, I just have some eye makeup on. She gets into the skin quite nicely, it absorbs quite quick. The spreadability is great. It does have a bit of a moisturizing, oily texture to it. Actually, as you can see, this side of my face is very, very shiny compared to this side. I did test this out for a few days. Personally, I really struggled to enjoy her. Obviously, I have dry skin, so the oiliness does not faze me at all. I love it. Eventually, this dries down for me quite nicely. However, the problem that I had was that my eyes were stinging incredibly because of the sunscreen filters. So that's where I really struggled. It was very difficult for me to be pleasant with my eyes stinging. If you have sensitive skin, I really don't think that you're going to like this product. And obviously I can't tell you from an oily skin perspective because I have dry skin. However, I did get my husband to test the product. He has oily, acne prone skin. He didn't have any issues with the product stinging on his eyes the way I do. My skin is a bit more to the sensitive side since I damaged my skin barrier. He said that he definitely felt that it was a lot more oilier. And if it was a really hot day outside or he was sweating, there was no way that he was going to be able to go in and reapply the sunscreen. Alright, so my final thoughts. Obviously, it contains only chemical sunscreen filters and therefore there is no white cast. You normally have white cast issues with mineral sunscreen filters. There are definitely some questionable sunscreen filters that are being used here given the controversies that those filters are experiencing. So if you're like, FDA doesn't approve that, I'm not going to put it on my skin, that is your choice to make. There are definitely better sunscreen filters out there than the combination that Dermopal uses. But if you are comfortable with those sunscreen filters, you love using the Dermopal, then you can continue to use it, especially for its price point. This retails for 99 Rand and it is 100 mils. I think this gives you good UVA and UVB protection, but please remember that this is SPF 30 and any sunscreen filter is only active on your skin for a maximum of 2 hours. And wherever sunscreen filters are not stable, that means that they degrade very quickly in sunlight, is all the more reason as to why you need to reapply it. Remember, UVA rays are very silent rays. You don't see them. You see their effects after the long term. They get into your skin. They can cause wrinkles, premature skin aging, hyperpigmentation, sunspots, and all the stuff that you don't want. So you really don't want to skip on that reapplication. You need to make sure that your choice of sunscreen is a sunscreen that you absolutely love, because when you love that sunscreen, you will use it and you will reapply it. If you are not convinced with the Dermopal, you can check in the description box below. I have got my picks on my favorite drugstore sunscreens that you can find that is suitable for your skin type. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm and getting my videos seen. If you've gotten this far, then you might as well subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a video. I hope that wherever you are well and you are safe, and I can't wait to see you again.